The tale of a sleeping beauty, a story of enchantment, courage, and true love. In a kingdom nestled among rolling hills and meandering rivers, there lived a king and queen who had longed for a child of their own. Their wish was granted when a beautiful baby girl was born, and they named her Aurora, meaning dawn, for she brought light and joy into their lives. To celebrate the birth of their beloved daughter, the king and queen hosted a grand feast, inviting nobles and peasants alike to join in the festivities. But amidst the merriment, they forgot to invite one powerful fairy, Maleficent, who was known for her dark magic and thirst for revenge. Enraged by the snub, Maleficent appeared uninvited at the feast, her eyes burning with anger as she cursed the infant princess. With a wave of her hand, she decreed that on Aurora's 16th birthday, she would prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into an eternal sleep from which she could only be awakened by true love's kiss. Determined to protect their daughter, the king and queen ordered all the spinning wheels in the kingdom to be destroyed, hoping to prevent the curse from ever coming to pass. Despite the best efforts of the king and queen to undo the curse, Maleficent's magic was too powerful to be broken. Desperate to protect their daughter, they entrusted Aurora to the care of 3 good fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, who would watch over her and keep her safe until the curse could be lifted. And so, Aurora was raised in seclusion, far from the prying eyes of the kingdom, her true identity hidden from all who knew her. But despite the fairies' best efforts to shield her from the truth, Aurora grew into a kind, gentle, and curious young woman, unaware of the fate that awaited her on her 16th birthday. As the years passed, Aurora's 16th birthday drew near, and the fairies grew increasingly anxious about the looming threat of Maleficent's curse. Determined to keep Aurora safe, they whisked her away to a secluded cottage deep in the forest, where she could live out her days in peace and anonymity. But fate had other plans in store when Aurora, yearning for adventure, ventured into the forest one day and stumbled upon an ancient castle hidden amongst the trees. Intrigued by the sight, she pushed open the castle doors and stepped inside, unaware of the danger that awaited her within. Inside the castle, Aurora discovered a grand hall adorned with tapestries and chandeliers, its walls lined with portraits of long-forgotten kings and queens. But as she explored further, she came upon a solitary room at the top of a winding staircase, its door ominously ajar. Curiosity getting the better of her, Aurora pushed open the door and stepped inside, only to find herself face to face with a spinning wheel, its sharp spindle gleaming in the dim light. Unable to resist the urge to touch it, she reached out her hand and pricked her finger, a sharp pain shooting through her body as she fell to the ground in a deep and dreamless sleep. Meanwhile, back at the cottage, the fairies grew frantic with worry when they realized that Aurora was missing. Racing through the forest, they followed her trail to the castle, where they found her lying unconscious on the floor. With tears in their eyes, the fairies placed Aurora on a bed of soft velvet and surrounded her with flowers and candles, hoping and praying for a miracle that would awaken her from her enchanted slumber. As the curse took hold, the entire kingdom fell into a deep slumber, frozen in time until true love's kiss could break the spell. Seasons passed, and the once vibrant kingdom became overgrown with vines and thorns, a testament to the power of the witch's curse. Years turned into decades, and tales of the sleeping princess spread far and wide, capturing the hearts and imaginations of generations to come. Brave knights attempted to breach the thorny barrier that surrounded the kingdom, hoping to awaken the princess with their true love's kiss, but none succeeded. But just when all hope seemed lost, a young prince arrived at the kingdom's edge. His heart filled with courage and determination. Ignoring the warnings of danger, he pressed on, his eyes fixed on the castle where the sleeping princess lay. As he crossed the threshold into the enchanted kingdom, the thorns miraculously parted, clearing a path for him to follow. With each step, he felt a sense of purpose driving him forward, until at last he stood before the slumbering princess, her beauty undiminished by the passage of time. With trembling hands, the prince leaned down and pressed his lips to hers, pouring all of his love and devotion into the kiss. And in that moment, the curse was broken, and Aurora stirred from her deep sleep, her eyes fluttering open to meet his gaze. As the kingdom awoke around them, the prince and princess embraced, their hearts overflowing with joy and gratitude. With the witch's curse finally lifted, peace and prosperity returned to the land, and Aurora and her prince ruled together with wisdom and compassion for the rest of their days. And as they stood before the court, hand in hand, Aurora's parents looked upon them with tears of joy, grateful that their beloved daughter had been saved from Maleficent's curse. For in the end, it was not magic or power that saved Aurora, but the power of true love's kiss, a testament to the enduring strength of the human heart. And as Aurora and the prince danced beneath the stars, surrounded by friends and loved ones, they knew that their love would endure for all eternity. A beacon of hope and light in a world filled with darkness and despair.